Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Wednesday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, we've got another smoky day in the valley for today as those fires continue to sit in the valley with some relatively mild wind speeds. Well, we're going to expect to see those sticking around for quite a while here. That mixed with the fact that we've got some potential for afternoon showers mean that we could be seeing it dissipate for today and hopefully clear up for the rest of the week. We'll also be seeing those mid-90s for today and just a little bit cooler than we were seeing yesterday. We've got a lot going on across not only the country, but of course the state of Colorado itself here with fire weather watches in effect for Moffat County and Rio Blanco. Seeing some air quality watches on top of those fire on the east side of Rio Blanco as well. And then moving over to the Front Range, we've actually got some aerial flood watching here. So that is just aerial meaning area. So just within the region, seeing some of that potential for flooding, whether it be flash flooding, etc. We'll still be looking into that, but just something to keep in mind if you're planning on doing any midweek traveling, that we are tracking that, as well as some of the flooding from those severe thunderstorms. You can see that blinking over there near the eastern plains. Just a little bit of that developing as well this morning. Right now we're waking up to 72 degrees in Grand Junction and Glade Park. Montrose, Delta in those low 60s, with Nucla just a little bit warmer than that, and Paonia in the mid to upper 60s. Moab seeing those mid 70s to kick off the day. Relatively mild start compared to the 80s of yesterday, and you heard me right. Moab was waking up to 80 degrees yesterday. We're seeing these upper 60s for a pretty consistent while this morning, and then a very gradual increase in temperature throughout the day here. If you remember yesterday, we were seeing 90 degrees before 11 a.m., and that seems to be the trend for today as well. Getting warm early and then staying warm. 96 degrees expected to start your afternoon, and then pushing into those upper 90s for 4 p.m., folks. We are going to be expected to approach 100 degrees yet again for today, with a little bit of extra cloud coverage pushing in for those afternoon, because we do have some potential for afternoon showers here, and we'll touch on that in a moment. But first, take a look at Baxter here. This is our dog walking forecast, and the morning is shaping up to be a lovely one. We've got those upper 60s at 7 a.m., mostly clear conditions, of course, with those higher wind speeds, that smoke kind of pushing out a little bit, but it is expected to linger a little bit for today, specifically around that noon hour where the wind dies down, but those chances for rainfall haven't started yet. And then, of course, we are seeing those low 90s pretty early on here. Well, that associated with the pollen as well, with grasses, weeds, and molds, all in that low category. Well, mixing with the smoke, it can be a recipe for disaster if you're a little sensitive to those particulates in the sky. So just keep all that in mind as you're heading throughout your day. That, of course, associated as well with this fire potential that we're seeing across the Pacific Northwest. We do not need to be explained that we've been seeing this fire potential, specifically in Utah for today, as that Monroe Canyon fire continues to burn as well. But it is pushing into the western slope, and that's definitely not helping our smoke intake here. Wind speeds right now relatively mild, but Grand Junction is seeing those double digits to start the day here. But Montrose, Delta seeing some relatively mild ones as well. With this heat wave that we've been seeing across the Midwest, hopefully seeing a little bit of relief tomorrow as well. Now, as we look ahead of that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, those mid-90s, folks, that's what we're looking forward to today. Hopefully not hanging out in those upper 90s for too terribly long. Montrose, slightly cooler, seeing a little bit of that smoke as well before some chances for showers really cool them down tomorrow, then hanging out in the upper 80s until they usher in the weekend.